back, dear viewers, and you're still on the night cruise on the Nile TV International on this special edition for Sinai Liberation Day. And as we continue our exploration of the Sinai Peninsula's global resurgence, we shift our focus to the strategic blueprint that is shaping the Sinai's future. Today, the peninsula is being reimagined not just as a historical landmark only, but as a gold mine for the sustainable investment and high-value tourism. And to help us to navigate this economic landscape, we are joined by the leading expert in the field, Dr. Radi Hassan Helmi, the strategic governance advisor and the tourism expert. Welcome to the program, Dr. Radi. It's a pleasure having you. Dr. Radi, thank you so much for having us today. How has the investment climate in Tauba and Nuweiba in general shifted from the simple beach resorts to a diverse, high-value economic ecosystem?
This is actually our dream for the area, but to speak frankly with you, we have to acknowledge that Sinai, we got back Sinai in 1982. It's 44 years till now, and there is a great potential in the area, but at the same time there is a frozen asset. A lot of hotels are closed right now. A lot of other hotels are underdeveloped, so that the area is a frozen area, so to say. In order to activate the area and to put it in that dream, that direction where you just told me about, so we have to take action and to speak frankly with each other and with the audience. So I see we have to face that challenge. So I think we need a shared vision. A shared vision is a vision where all stakeholders take part in it to formulate the strategy for the area. This means we need a participated governance. Participated governance also means that the main stakeholders in the area have to be participated. Not just only the government, not just only the investor, but even the indigenous people in the area. So the Bedouin, we have to hear to the Bedouin. We have to hear the opinion of the investor. We have to hear to the government. But this hasn't been set till now. So in order to realize any big dreams, transform the area to a high value end product, so we have to work together to create a shared vision. And this shared vision and this future can just only be realized through strategic governance application, where we have to set a vision. And setting a vision is not an easy target, as some people think. It's not, so we say in Arabic, he has a ru'ya. Ru'ya is not an easy target at all. So before setting a vision, we have to do a proper analysis. It's external analysis and internal analysis of the destination. We say it's spatial analysis, so we have to analyze the political, economic, social, legal, and technological atmosphere of the area. At the same time, in order to set a vision, we have to analyze ourselves. Ourselves mean the area itself, the weaknesses of the area, the potential of the area, the strengths of the area, the threats that can face the area. If we put all this together, the internal and external strengths together, and we sit to all stakeholders in the area, so together we can create a shared vision. Yeah. And this shared vision will enable us to set a strategic plan where we can go ahead with execution later on.
Also, what is the specific financial or the regulatory advantages does Egypt offer today to the international investors looking to launch through the green or the sustainable projects in Sinai?
Sustainable, some people think sustainable means cost. On the short term, it means cost, but on the long term, it's actually very profitable. And it protects the environment and the natural product we do have in the area. So I am totally for a green and blue economy, because this is for long term, for strategic advantage of the destination is very essential.
As we know that there is specifically being branded as the sustainable heart of Sinai, this is a place there. How does its economic model differ from the mass tourism model of Sharm el-Sheikh?
Sharm el-Sheikh is a mass destination.
Okay.
And it's an international hub for events.
Yes.
This is known Sharm el-Sheikh. Actually, this is what I have spoken about at the beginning. We need a vision, and vision means we have to position ourselves and the destination properly. This is, some people think branding is a logo. Branding is not a logo, it's a strategic positioning. It's how you set yourself in the international arena, in the international market. And this have to be worked on. You have to create a product that's very competitive, that has a competitive edge to compete on the international level. And I think Taba Nueva, with its 68 kilometers beach scenery, with the colorful mountain on the side, with its location, with its Taba Nueva is the first destination in the world where you can have a look on 4 countries on one side. When you are staying in Taba, you have a look on Sinai. In Sinai, that's in Egypt, and you have Palestine, you have Jordan, you have Saudi Arabia. You are close to this. The proximity of the area. So you are 20 minutes away from Aqaba by ferry boat. You are close to the Elaf.
Yes.
You are 1.5 hours to Saudi Arabia. All these edges, we have to formulate a strategy that collect all these edges, and we sell the destination according to what make the
characteristics of this area
differentiated from others.
From
so
other
we are
from
totally another. We have another product other than charm. Also the spiritual Saint Catherine,
the spiritual Saint Catherine Monastery and
Moses
things. Yes,
Mountain.
yes.
All this create a very unique destination that need to be treated others than charm. Actually, we don't compete with charm. We complement with charm. This is strategic failure if we think we can compete. We don't like to compete with charm. We wanted to add a high-end product in Taba Nueva.
Yes. Well, Dr. Radi, also beyond providing the traditional jobs, how are investment projects helping the Bedouin community turn their culture heritage into a professional, high hospitality products?
Actually, as I told you at the beginning, governance means that all stakeholder has to participate, not just only the government, not just only the investor, but even the indigenous people in the area. The indigenous people in the area has to be here. We have to work on their dream. If they wanted to participate, not to let them work as a Bedouin with camel and so on. We have to give them the chance, because this is the indigenous people of the area. We have to respect them and give them the chance to express themselves, to have their dream, and to work on supporting them realize their dream in the area, not to treat them as a second level.
As a second level of people. Yes. How does the Investor Association work with the National Authority for Sinai Development to ensure the private projects align with the goals of Egypt's Vision 2030? As you mentioned before, that we have to have a vision.
Actually, I see the role that it's just legal and legislation. It doesn't play an executive role in formulating the area or putting the area on the right track. It's more actually legal legislation. That's its role. It doesn't play a role, an executive role in formulating the area for a better future.
What are the steps needed to be taken to be a formulative role, in your point of view?
Actually, we have to start Riviera Development Authority. We have to create Riviera Development Authority, a one-shop authority that handle everything related to the area. Because one of the main problems is the silo effect in Egypt. Each ministry work in its direction. Each authority, each minister, each governor. So there is a silos effect here. So we have to work together, to share our vision. This is what I've spoken about at the beginning. A shared vision has to be here. The governance has to be applied. Not just only every part of us work in his own direction. This is make the situation we are living in. After 44 years, there is nothing happening in the area. So it means that the past has to be over, and we have to rethink and restructure the area with something new. And this is what I'm proposing.
Well, Dr. Radi, also we can tackle another point. How can the private developers take the lead in creating a specialized tourist the clusters like the wellness retreats and the digital nomad hubs in the Taba Nueva areas?
Taba and Nueva area corridor with the Egyptian Riviera has a diversified tourism portfolio. This there, 68 kilometers. If you're looking for underwater activity, it's there, diving and snorkeling.
If you're looking for the
looking
wellness retreats, you're going to
all
find
of
them
it
also.
there. The area is so rich in culture. Even if you're interested in culture, there's Saladin Citadel, and
Mhm.
there's Mount St. Catherine. If
Mm.
you're interested to go further, there's
Mm.
Jerusalem,
Yes.
4 hours away with bus, or Cairo, 4 hours away. Or
Mhm.
even 1 hour flight, you are in Cairo, the Egyptian Museum.
Mm.
So the area is accessible.
You have a
connectivity,
lot of
you have-
activities that you can
have
practice there.
everything offer there.
Yes.
It's from horse riding to mountain climbing.
Mm.
It's everything, diving, the Color Canyon, the advantage.
Safari and
Color
everything.
Canyon, it's all there.
The
area
Color
is so
Canyon?
rich on
Okay.
everything.
Yes.
Diversified, as I told you, it has a great.
Yes. Returning to the investment in this area, what are the specific investment opportunities exist for the sustainable marine tourism, and how are attracting international interest in the eco-friendly marinas?
Actually, the blue economy and the green economy are the trend right now. So the first countries in the world are actually interested in the green and blue economy. We can support this by supporting marines, like boutique marines in the area, because we are close to 4 countries. So marines will be very highly used over there, Saudis and Jordans, and behind the GCC, and also activating the water activity and the all sport activities and water activities over there. This will add a big.
Let's talk about the initiatives are in place to encourage the young Egyptian entrepreneurs to launch the tourism-related startups with Sinai supply chain.
This is through supporting the indigenous people. We have to support them, creating, let's say, Bedouin tent, let's say, adventure tourism, taking part in safari tours and so on. We have to support them getting involved into the tourism activity. This is their land and they will protect it. And they are our first line of defense over there. So we have to give them the chance to participate and grow. And this is very essential, actually. Not to think in silo effect, the government for itself, the investor for itself, but we have to see the indigenous people in the area and to respect their dream and their passion and so on.
Dr. Radi, also, as you said, that there is some formative steps are to be taken. What are the key milestones needed over the next 5 years to attract world-class eco-hotel brands and the luxury sustainable names to be there?
It's what I told you at the beginning. It's vision. It's you have to create. You have to have a vision, and you have to have you have to position yourself. You have to position yourself. First of all, you have to have a shared vision, so all people are satisfied with the vision, not just the government, investor, and indigenous people. This is a shared vision, and when we sat together, we can formulate a strategy or a positioning strategy that will support the area, so that the area will be a high value and eco boutique hotels like this. This will put the area on another track other than
And will
travel
attract some of the luxury brands to be there.
But we have to be united first.
Yes,
we
for
have
sure.
to hear each other. We have to support each other.
On the Sinai Liberation Day, what's your official pitch to the international community regarding the gold mine of opportunities in Sinai's sustainable tourism sector?
Actually, the area has a great potential. The natural product we do have is unbeatable. It's very special. This is one of the most unique and strategic spots we do have in Egypt, and it has to be treated well and to its level.
Dr. Radi, also on the occasion of the Sinai Liberation Day, how do you reflect on the history journey from the military restoration of the land to its economic current liberation through the development?
This is a great victory, what we have realized on Sinai. And Sinai needs economic revolution too, to activate life over there. So we have the economic development of the area will build the first line of defense over there. So we'll support tourism and other activity that can be built in Sinai to promote life and to promote economic development of it.
In your point of view, Dr. Radi, how did the strategic decision to build the five massive tunnels under the Suez Canal solve the decades-old problem of Sinai's geographic isolation?
This is a great step because Sinai has been isolated for a while, and it's time to connect it to the Nile Valley. This is a great step for activating life and economic potential in Sinai. That's so much needed for the development of Sinai as the first line of defense for Egypt as a whole.
Yes, as we know also that beyond the tunnels, how has the new 5,000 kilometers road network in Sinai transformed it from the strategic buffer zone into a high-speed corridor for the global tourism in general?
This is great for logistic even. The government has undertaken great project in logistic. This is the new train combining Bir Al Abd and Al Arish with Nekhel and Totaba. There is a great activities in the infrastructure has been undertaken, and this is great for the potential of Sinai development. There is no.
Yes, also concerning the St. Catherine and Al Arish international airports, as you mentioned, how has Egypt succeeded to create direct aerial gateways for foreign tourists to reach the heart of Sinai very simply?
Building or expanding the airports in Al Arish and in St. Catherine and in Taba and in Sharm, all this activate life and push the economic activities and the supply chain activities and the potential of the area. So all infrastructure has been undertaken over there will support the government and the potential of economic welfare.
How has the transition from a combat zone, okay, to an oasis of safety impacted Egypt's ranking in international tourism security?
Sinai as a whole is totally protected under our military and the Ministry of Interior over there, and there is a great measure for this, and therefore you see when there is any problem anywhere in the countries beside us, the most secure place is to fly to Sinai in Egypt, and this is known internationally, and we are thankful for the government and for the Ministry of Defense and Interior for securing the area so good.
How does the current stability in Sinai serve as the security guarantee for international companies looking to build billion-dollar hotels there and logistic projects as an investment?
Actually, Sinai had the potential. Our area even is one of the most attractive destinations in the world. And I have heard that by myself from other tourists in the area, where they look at this color mountain in Sinai and the Red Sea and the other shore of the Gulf, Aqaba, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and so on. And they tell me this is the paradise of the world, and it's a great destination. It needs shared vision, as I told you. It needs strategy and governance to be applied. And when they are properly applied, I think the destination will be put on an international level.
In terms of the soft power, how can Egypt use the virtual reality, the VR, to market for Sinai historical battlefields and military heritage to a new generation for the travelers?
Actually, Sinai has a lot to offer. One of it, it's military and using the AI for it. Activating the AI, the artificial intelligence and the virtual, this is very supportive for promoting marketing in tourism sector.
Dr. Radi, also as we know that we're living in the artificial intelligence era, how can AI to analyze the data from the global markets to target the specific tourist segments such as the Asian or the Eastern European markets?
Great. All this can be used not just only to target the Asian market. Our destination is sellable to all countries in the world. We have such a unique destination. That's not just only can be sold to the Asian. Egypt as a whole is a market that can be marketed for 200 countries in the world. So all people on the planet are interested to visit Egypt and see its beauty. And Sinai is a very important part of it. So it's not just only the Asian market, it's all markets in the world are interested. And this is one of the failures we came to market just Europe for Egypt. Yes. Egypt is sellable all over the world. The whole world is interested to see the culture of Egypt and to see Sinai and to see the sun and beauty and all this. thoughts.
How does the development of Sinai infrastructure support the specialized tourism, such as international yacht marines and the global conferences?
This is a great step we have spoken about. This is the blue economy. This activating the marines and the boutique marines and the marine activities. We have to work on this because this is a very potential source of income for Sinai and for tourism in Egypt as a whole.
Dr. Radi, as we said that we balance between maintaining the high state of security in Sinai and ensuring the seamless welcoming experience.
Seamless?
Yes, yes, that we have a wellness retreats there and it's the land for the peace and everything. How can the visitors feel this and make it a checkpoints for the travelers?
I think Egypt has proven itself to be a secure land. If you look all around the Middle East and Africa, Egypt has proven itself for this, and we have to thank the government for this issue, Minister of Interior, Minister of Defense, for that role. It's known all over the world, and I think all people feel secure there, but we have to limit the presence of military and the presence of interior officers in front of the tourists to give them they are secure without being represented anywhere and so on.
Dr. Radi Helmi, thank you so much for being with us on the Nile Cruise. And dear viewers, a short break.